Welcome back, everybody, to the channel here for Kellar Podcast, episode 27. And, I'll just start it off with a thing that happened this morning. And, this will be uploaded on the weekend. This is Thursday. I'm recording this. Probably be up either Saturday night or Sunday evening. Charlotte. Her nudes were leaked. They were hacked into, just like Paige's video and photos were. Now, there's two sides of this. You can say, yeah, she shouldn't have done the, pictures and done them and had them on her phone somewhere or anywhere or sent them out to other people. She shouldn't have had that. Or, two, it's her privacy and you shouldn't, that is her privacy. She should be able to do whatever and everything. I am on both sides when it comes to this. One, I do believe, look, why should you take any pictures of yourself like that? And because you know how you look. You don't need anyone or yourself to look at yourself and see what you look like. You should know you should feel confident and not send or take any pictures like that. And on the other hand, look, that's her stuff. Why some of these people even do that and hack into their stuff is beyond me. It is beyond me. For me, I never think about hacking into anybody, even if I was good at it. That's too much work to hack into someone like stuff like that. It's just awful. But oh well. It's not like we can't do anything about it. Are they ever going to find these hackers? They might not. These hackers are very good at what they do. They can hack into almost anything. So, unfortunately, that is what has happened today and is being talked about. Now, that should not be the point of being talked about. It should be her going out there and wrestling her ass off like she normally does every week and puts on a good performance and is the best women's wrestler of all time. That is what I know of her and what I will always remember her, and not think about this leaking situation that just happened this morning. So to take that away from something, let's talk about this. The network show Bring It to the Table is going to be a monthly thing from now on. They have just recorded one and should be up here soon, if it's not up already. Talking about the House of Horrors match at Payback and everything to do with Payback. Up till Payback. And I actually, minus that first show with Paul Heyman, I actually enjoyed this show really, really much. Yes, it can get a little political, but the stuff Corey Graves says is, it's alright. What JBL says is more political, but that's just him. It is already determined that Asuka will be defending against Ember Moon, Nikki Cross, and Ruby Riott at TakeOver Chicago. That will be the night before Backlash. This just shows how dominant Asuka is. This could be where she gets the championship away. And Ember Moon, I think, will be the one to do it. But that's not my prediction right now. But that opens a big leadway to her, basically losing the championship without being pinned and still having an undefeated streak. You see where I'm getting for that? So that's confirmed. That was just confirmed last night, I do believe. Taker had surgery in New York just yesterday. I hope that went well. Hopefully, and everything has went well with him since WrestleMania. He looked like he needed a couple of surgeries at least. And I hope it is all good and dandy. And I hope if he is officially done, I hope he is living life to his potential after these surgeries. Shane and Batista was shown in a picture just recently. I think they were at some kind of muscle fitness or something with Batista's new movie. I'm not sure. I did not look into it, but I just saw a photo of them. So they must be actually pretty, good buddies. Talking about more photos, even though this wasn't supposed to be like a podcast photos thing, a lot of people are... Titus O'Neil posted a picture. It was him, Roman, Slater, Matt Hardy, someone else, and then Braun Strowman. And then he deleted it quickly. Oh my God. Roman and Braun, they're alright. They're not looking dead or anything. Give me a break, guys. The kayfabe stuff has died forever. Has been dead for a good while now. So, I don't know why this is a big deal. Them being in a picture together. Who cares? Who cares? If you're legit that big on them not being in a picture and hanging out like they are real time buddies, you need to get a life. You just need to get a life. So Brock Lesnar's schedule. This is the 2 scheduled events that he is going to be at for sure. And I'm going to point this out after I say this. The Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view July 9th and SummerSlam is confirmed. Now, this is what I'll say. He will be on some certain Raws to build up to the match. There's no doubt about that. And I can see that easily. And I think he'll have more dates, but that is the schedule for right now. But he will be on certain Raws. You can definitely tell for that to build up to the pay-per-views. So, something very, very funny here, guys. Something very, very funny. So, on 205 Live, since Ronaldo is out of WWE, unfortunately, I fucking hate that. So, Tom Facefuck Phillips is with Corey Graves now with 205 Live. I couldn't tell you. I don't watch it. So, Noam Dar comes out, and this is this week's episode. And, Tom Phillips is talking about how, Alicia Fox did this to Cedric Alexander, and Noam Dar just took her away and everything. And he said, at least, this is what Corey Graves said, at least he wasn't, waiting to be in the hotel room for 4 hours. On a flight. He wasn't on a flight longer than 4 hours. And then, Phillips went on to say, and then Corey Graves said, yeah, how about those 4 hours or something? It was something on the lines of that. So it all came down to, he talked about Tom Phillips' situation that he had on Instagram on 205 Live. And if you watch the video, it is out there. IW Nerd on Twitter. They have it on their website. if you watch the video, after Graves tells that to Phillips, there's like total silence for 5 seconds. And when Phillips comes back to talk, it seemed like he was laughing a little bit. And this is what Corey Graves had to say about it on Twitter. If you can't bust your best friend's chops, whose chops can you bust? That was his comment on the 4-hour flight thing he talked about, Mr. Fuckface Phillips. And I was listening to this. I listened to it about 2 times in a row, and I was laughing my ass off. Because how Corey Graves could be all serious while saying that was hilarious. And it just shows why he's one of the best. Now, he is the best in WWE right now because Ronaldo is out of WWE. Final thing I want to talk about here on episode 27 of the podcast. My final thoughts on Raw and SmackDown, because I didn't do a review for it, so I'll just quickly talk about it. Raw, I want to say for the first hour, it was really decent. It was really good. Then it fell off a little bit. Then it came back on. The main event was amazing. Amazing. Main event was amazing. And I found myself so interested, so locked in. I don't think I've been ever locked into a main event like that on Raw for a good long time. I mean, zoned in, locked in, not touching the phone one time tweeting. No, not me. My phone was down, I was watching it. And this was when I was upstairs with my mom watching it, and I was like, wow. I knew The Miz was going to win. I had a feeling because that would be the most perfect sense. And he did. On SmackDown, the show was overall better, presented better for me. The main event was pretty good too. I'll just say this. I think Raw's bigger parts was better than SmackDown's. But I think the show, SmackDown, was overall better than Raw, in my opinion. But both shows were pretty decent this week for me. And I really enjoyed them. But so this is just going to be an update, and I'll talk about it on the podcast next week before I go on vacation. But next week, there will be no TKW live show. There won't be for the first time in a good while. There will be TKW Explosive Action Wrestling. I've got the pay-per-view Monday. Next week, Monday. Just did the show today for... That was supposed to be on Friday just because I needed to. So, on Monday will be TKW Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. And then on Wednesday or Thursday, probably Thursday, I'm going to do TKW EAW. I won't be doing no NWA, no TKW live show this upcoming next week. None of that. I am going to South Carolina. I am going 45 minutes away from Tybee Island, if you guys ever heard of that. I'm going off with my girlfriend for the weekend, so I will not be on Twitter that much at all, or here on YouTube at all for the weekend. So, just to let you guys know about that. But a good friend of mine, Hayden Fox, Town Nation. Go check him out on Twitter and YouTube at Town Nation. He has his Extreme Rules pay-per-view coming up this Sunday. Before his pay-per-view comes up this Sunday, I will have a kickoff show for Hell in a Cell. Before his pay-per-view is up, I will be on commentary. I will be doing the commentary for Extreme Rules. It will be recorded, and it will be very damn good. You know why? This man is going to be on commentary, and I'll make it feel special. Yes, I have that, you might say, cockiness. I feel confidence when I say that. Not much else to say. We're at 231 or 232 subscribers. Let's get on the road to 250, I should say. Let's get up there to 250 and then on the road to 300, like I always say. If you enjoyed this episode 27 of the TKP, hit that thumbs up button. Comment down below what you think of all this, especially the Charlotte thing. I know it's big news, and I hate it for her. And I want these hackers to be done, but knowing this, knowing on the pace we got every month, I think there will be one that somehow leaked. I really do. The way it's been paced, I think there will be one every month. Comment down below if you ever want to be a guest on the podcast. Now, I do have one rule. If you are a guest on the podcast, you have, the way I record it, I do it audio. And I need someone to edit it. And if you got editing skills and then can send it off to me so I can put it on my channel, I'm going to need you to do that because I'm not good with that. If you are a guest, so just let me know. And I will see you guys next time. And I am grateful for everything. And I thank you guys much for sticking on here on the Tyler Kellar Show. I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys.